welcome back to the channel where we do reviews and stuff. We have the Studio Series Dino today. We are reviewing them because I did a poll and a lot of people did vote for Dino to be reviewed next. Don't worry, the Soundwave review is coming soon. Here is the Dino figure. As I always do, I'm going to do a 360 rotation of the figure. So the figure so far, I have mixed emotions but not as much as Jazz. If you want to look at that review, I wasn't very nice to him. But I have to say, for the first figure in years of a Dino figure, this, or Mirage, you can call him Mirage if you want. I'm just going to call him Dino because that's what he came on the box. It's amazing. For the first Dino figure in ages, this is amazing. Because you have to take into account, they weren't allowed to get the licensing for his car, his Ferrari. The only complaint I have about it is this gap thingy here. If this wasn't here, this was filled in, this would be perfect. This would honestly be a perfect figure. Here is the head sculpt. This head sculpt is actually very, very good. Comparing it to a photo of it, if I can get one up at the side here, I'll put this to the side so I can maybe get a picture of it. It's actually like probably more, it's identical like hell. How small the head is, but they still managed to get all that detail in. So we are back with the robot mode again, obviously. But we're going to take a look at his accessories. Not really much. All you get is these blades for his hands that you see in the movie. They're very nice. Like, although they're just black spikes, like, they fit very well with the figure, with the design. I bought this. I pre-ordered this when this came out. I pre-ordered Dino when he came out because I wanted him so bad. And I'm so happy I did that. Because he sold out fast. He sold out very fast. Other than that, I think the only other one I've pre-ordered is Crosshairs. He has not came yet. He's coming next year in January because that's what Amazon says. We're going to get to the articulation now where he has a rotation at the head. If I can move it. It's barely rotational, but you can see the little movement. You can look up, down, left. If I can turn him left. And also right. So obviously my figure is very stiff because I barely even articulate them that much. Like his head is just very stiff. Obviously these wing doors move back here for the transformation to actually get the doors in. The arm moves out like that. You can put it back in. If I think you might not be able to do a 360 rotation. Oh, you might be. If you turn that around. Yeah, so if you extend it, you can do a full 360 rotation. He has a, I think that might be a double bend. That is a double bend at the elbow. A wrist swivel. It's a very hard wrist swivel. You can see that there, wrist swivel. No waist swivel. A bit annoyed, but can't complain because what is this? Like, you cannot complain about that. He has a kick that goes up to there. It's very big. And then back, you can't really move it. Yeah, you can't move that back that far. I thought that this would stop it, but it doesn't really. Here we have a bend at the knee. Not too much. No pivot, but we do get whatever that is. I don't know what that is. Maybe like a kick at the toe or something. Yeah, overall, the articulation is fine. Other than no pivot and no waist swivel, it's completely fine. Before we move on to the car mode, I'm going to do some size comparisons just to give you an overall idea how tall the figure is. So first up we have the last review that I did, which is the Studio Series Jazz. As you can see, he's like a tiny bit taller than Jazz, not counting the wing doors. Much better figure than Jazz. Hopefully when I get the anniversary pack, he might be a bit better, but I doubt it. I think it's just going to be a repaint. It's Sideways Studio Series. He's also a deluxe class. They literally are the exact same height. I do hate the legs on that figure, but the top is so good that it kind of makes up for it. But that's them two together. Let me know if you want a review on Sideways. The Transformer I've compared in basically all of my review so far. Soundwave, which should be my next review on the channel. Yeah, he just towers over him. That's basically what a Voyager is to a deluxe class, if you don't know. But if you, obviously you do, probably people do know who watch this because they're Transformers fans. But yeah, that's them back to back. He's only up to about here, I'd say. Yeah, we're gonna get to the vehicle mode or the car mode, whatever you call it, and we will go from there. And here's the car mode. The car mode's great, honestly. Even though they couldn't get licensing for it, I do think that this is probably the best option they could have gone with. I do see like a Lamborghini logo coming in there. I just see it. I don't know if anyone else sees it. Maybe, I mean, yeah, it kind of does look like a Ferrari, but it resembles more of a Lamborghini, especially these two things. Because usually Lamborghinis have these, or like the big window at the back. This is great for what we got. This could have been a lot worse. Obviously, it could have been better, but it could have been a lot worse. Obviously, for mine, it doesn't roll down because my wheels are very stiff for some reason. I don't know why. But he does roll around, as you can see, that wheel there is rolling. But other than that, it's really all not that bad. Obviously, the colour's great. It sticks out. The vehicle mode, 7 or 8 out of 10, because obviously it's not the real thing, but they couldn't do that. So I'll give it a bonus point. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. And the robot mode, I have to give it 9, because the only thing that's keeping me away from a 10 is the kibble and the little gap in his chest back there. But that has been my review on Studio Series Dino. If you liked it, and if you want to see more reviews, obviously Soundwave's coming soon. Do I recommend you to pick this guy up? Probably. If you don't have Dino, I recommend you do get him. But it wouldn't be a main target maybe just yet, unless like you have all the rest of them and you need Dino. But yeah, that's been my review on Studio Series Dino.